Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in again today. We are going to do another sibling edition. And so for those of you who this is your first video watching of us, my name is Lauren and my 13-year-old son sustained a TBI and had a stroke from a critical car accident in February of 2020. It is now June 15th of 2020, and this is his sister, and so she is hoping that she can reach out to other siblings of people who've gone through traumatic situations such as this and help provide them with some relief and comfort. So we're gonna ask her some questions and hear her point of view. All right, Miss Kaylin. Can you take us back to the day of the accident, and can you share with us your initial feelings when we came up on the accident?
When we came up on the accident, my mom here, she asked us, like, is that Matthias and Dad? And we were all like, yeah. And then when Mom stopped the car and then she got out, when we heard Thias's name and we heard what happened to him, me and my brother Jensen, we started crying because we didn't want him to die.
Yep, we were really concerned, weren't we?
Yeah.
So then we left and we went down to the hospital. Can you talk about your experience there? What did you do? How did you feel?
I felt, I
don't know. Okay, think about, we got to the hospital and we went in and there was a nice lady that met us, right?
Yeah.
And what?
And then your friend came, and then my brother Jensen's friend came, and we played with Play-Doh in this other room because we couldn't go in and see Thias.
Yep. Was that comforting?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else made you feel a little bit better when you were worried?
It was like everybody there, and I went to my neighbors. They brought me home, and then I went to my other neighbors and stayed the night for a couple nights.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel happy because I don't usually stay the night at their house, and when they asked me questions that I didn't know, I was like, I don't know, but I will probably know soon.
Yeah. Yep. So let's think back to a couple days after the accident and being younger, and it was the original flu season before Corona, so you weren't able to visit. How did that make you feel, not being able to visit?
It made me feel mad.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't see Matthias.
What made you feel better because you weren't able to be there?
It made me feel better because...
What made you feel better is my question, sorry.
That I could at least see my family and friends.
And think about the conversations that we had when we would come home and visit with you, when Mom and Dad would come home. Were those helpful or not?
Some of them were, some of them weren't.
Okay, talk about the ones that were. Why were they helpful?
Because one of them was about like how like he would be okay, and but he would just be in the hospital for a long time. And it was a long time.
It was a very long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think, I know this is a big question for such a small little girl, being home and not being able to see him, when we showed pictures and videos, were they helpful or not helpful?
They made me feel happy, and they were helpful because we knew he was getting better and he was safe.
Yeah. Yep. So seeing those pictures helped because in your mind, when you saw the pictures, was that the way you pictured him, or did you picture him better than that, or did you picture him worse than that?
Pictured him better because even though we weren't there, we knew he was getting better day by day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that. Let's talk a little bit about post-hospital. What have you done, or how have you handled him being home?
Really good. And I'm glad we can see him now because we had a party for him, and he didn't know that we had a party planned for him. And we also had a big parade. And then like a week before the party, me and my brother Jensen were making posters and cards.
Did that help you through the process? Did that make you feel any better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, we talked at the beginning of our video that our whole entire purpose today was to talk to other brothers and sisters about things they can do to feel good. So can you kind of list off a few things to our viewers about what made you feel better as a sister so they could do those things if their brothers and sisters are in the hospital?
I tried to not think about it unless we were talking about them.
Okay, that's one way.
Because then it would make you worry even more.
Mm-hmm. What did you do while you were home to keep your mind occupied, to keep your mind from not thinking about it?
Well, I don't know. I have an iPod, and I would sometimes FaceTime my mom, and I could see Matthias.
Yeah, that's another way. We used FaceTime. It was very extremely helpful. What about to help you sleep at night?
My mom, she went down to the gift shop at Riley Hospital and got my brother Jensen and Matthias and me a little bear for like a stuffed animal bear for nighttime.
Yep, so all three of you had it. Yeah. Thought that was a really good idea, right?
Yeah.
You guys can each sleep with it and kind of think of each other there. I was thinking about your calm apps and listening to rain on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That helped you stay calm.
Yeah, I have this my mom has this app on her phone, and I have like on YouTube I have these rain noises. They help me fall asleep faster. Because when I don't have that, I don't fall asleep as fast. Like last night, my phone was dead, so I couldn't play those noises. And my mom was asleep, and my dad was asleep, and my brothers were asleep. So I was the only one up.
So it was harder. You were thinking about a lot of things and weren't able to shut it off, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then I was thinking of You said your posters and drawing pictures and making cards.
Yeah.
But the one thing I was thinking of too was that while you were at home and couldn't be at the hospital, and then all the craziness with Corona, the grandparents often bought things and had them sent here.
Yeah.
What were those things? Different types of crafts
Yeah.
and craft projects, right?
Yeah. Our birthday, me and Matthias's birthday party wasn't that long ago, and one of my grandparents and aunt and uncle, I forget, got me this bead pet kit where I can make these little beads that look like animals, and I can put them on keychains, and I can give them to different people. I made 2 geckos. One was pink and one was green, and the pink one was for my mom, and the green one was for my dad. And then I made a puppy dog that looked like Matthias's dog Thor, and I gave it to him.
Yeah. So over the course of our 88 days when he was hospitalized, the grandparents and myself and husband, we would buy the little kids at home different craft projects. So they had little beads that you used parchment paper and ironed, and so they would make decorations for Matthias.
And presents.
And all different kinds of presents. And
when he got home, I made him and my other brother, Jensen, a scavenger hunt, and I made the treasure out of those little beads. It was like a heart with an M in it and a heart with a J in it.
Yep. You did, didn't you? It was very
Yeah.
nice. She was constantly making things at home and sending it down to him, so it didn't only help her through the process, it also helped Matthias because he'd get those special gifts from his brother and sister at home, and it really made him feel special. He'd put it up in his room.
Yeah, once I made so many gifts, I had to put it in a basket.
Yep, and we had to take it down. Yep. All right, to conclude our video today, and thank you for sharing your story. I know it's not always easy doing that, but if you were directly talking to a brother and sister who was going through a situation similar to what you went through, what would you like to say to them?
I would say it's okay because I went through it too, and it's not like you're never going to get them back.
Right. Stay strong, right?
Yeah.
It may seem like it's going to be forever, but it won't be forever.
Yeah. Like, it took a long time. It took 3 months for Matthias to get home and better. That was 88 days in the hospital for my mom and dad and him.
Yep. So it will get better, right? Stay strong.
Yeah. We would send little gifts and cards, and like Matthias would get them, and when we FaceTime him, he would say thank you.
He would, wouldn't he? He was a nice teenage brother about it, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was very thankful, so.
Mom is an aunt on you.
Okay. All right. Well,
Spider.
thank you for tuning in to myself and Kaylin today, and we hope somewhere along the way you picked up something, whether it was using calming music or using calming apps at home for the little ones, or getting arts and crafts, sending gifts, FaceTiming.
There's this one app that me and my mom use for nighttime when my brother's asleep. We use this app called Calm, and it's like and sometimes we use this yoga app on YouTube.
Yep. Anything like that that helps relieve everything you're feeling, all the mad and sad and angry, right?
Yeah.
It helps anybody with any type of trauma. Well, thank you. beautiful girl, for sharing your story today and talking out. And we really hope that we help somebody along the way. So thank you, and stay tuned for our next video. Bye.